welcome to the exam for Law Revue 2015. Please take a seat and place your student IDs on the top right-hand corner of your armrest. The ANU Assessment Guide states that mobile phones and other electronic devices are not permitted in the exam theatre. If your phone rings, it will be confiscated and the owner subject to the disciplinary policy of the university. Finally, as this is an open book exam, you may only use clear water bottles. So, please visit the God's Cafe for any other refreshments. Pens ready? You may start now.
Invigilators prowl while the clock ticks slowly by. I still don't know what I'm doing. Offer acceptance. Goodbye.
Just thinking about tomorrow paves the way for clock shifts, no more sorrow. Wait and see.
When I'm stuck with a monk that's dark, depressing, I remember they've changed the way they bring.
The bell curve, the bell
inside one of Australia's sickest mad dens, The Lodge with Prime Minister Tony Abbott on MTV Cribs.
This is my shower with a dinner plate-sized shower head. Young. Water pressure is adequate, but perhaps not sufficient. Over here is the his and hers, but mainly his wash basin with extra ball and faucets. The tiles we're standing on are heated. Yes. Underneath is the cabinet.
Oh, sure there's a joke in there somewhere, hey? Cabinet?
No.
Hey, yo, my man Tony, walk us through some of the highlights of this year, your career.
Citizen. Highlights. Highlights. Well, of course. The highest light installation in here, the ensuite, is right above us. And as you can see, it's remarkably elevated. I personally can't reach it. Francis can, which is nice. No leaders in this household, no. I run a tight ship, of which I am the captain.
Right, Tony, is there a jacuzzi in here somewhere, or what are we talking about? Tony, you're not saying anything.
I know. I've given you the response you deserve.
Don't, MTV Cribs.
Welcome back to Contracts 1204, everyone. I trust you've had a relaxing and enjoyable break. Personally, I had an enchanting sojourn at the McNaughton Family Coast House. Anyway, if you'll just settle down, we might get into our moment of mindfulness. So emptying our minds of thoughts and ideas just to ground us before diving into the exciting world that is promissory estoppel. So breathing in for 4 and out for 4, filling our lungs with lots of lovely oxygen. And just beginning our moment of mindfulness now. 1, 2, 3.
What am I even doing here? No, Anne, I don't mean that existentially. Ugh, this happens every week. Why don't I just come to class later? Or listen to these lectures at home? Seriously, if I listen to this dumb moment on double speed, it would only be half a dumb moment. Ugh, damn it, Anne. Oh my god, I'm paying for this. How much am I paying for this? Each subject is like 1,200, right? Divide by 13 weeks, divide by 3 hours of class a week, divide by... How long is a moment? Accounting for CPI over 35 years.
Should my eyes be open or closed? If I close my eyes, does it look like I'm praying? Or asleep? What if everyone else is their eyes open and they can see that I have my eyes closed and it looks like I'm praying and or asleep? But then, is it disrespectful if I open my eyes?
Full of dollars!
That was my stomach. That was a stomach noise, everyone.
51, 52, 53, 50... Oh my god, who stinks? Are you freaking kidding? Oh my god. Oh wait, it's me. Oh fuck, I lost count. 51, 52, 53...
You've got this, and they love you. The students are loving this. Your self-reviews are going to be through the roof this year.
security. They say the ACCC has reached the perimeter.
Oh, bother. Well, I guess we better enact Panic Clan Delta.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. My name is Beck Riley and I'm counsel investigating from the ACCC in the matter of dairy farmers supplying to Coles. I have an appointment with your CEO. Coles' legal team hasn't supplied any of the documents we've requested for discovery, and I'm here to get to the bottom of it.
Absolutely. Look, the boss is on a very important conference call with Bryce Courtney and Russell Crowe right now. So if you just pull up a pew, you'll be with you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Right. Thank you.
Ruth! I've just come in from the back paddock and heard the most flaming sad news!
I'm sorry, you are?
Oh, I'm a dairy farmer, man. Born and raised in outback Queensland, the heart of the Australian country. My family's been raising cattle to produce the finest 100% Aussie milk for 3 generations.
Dairy cows don't come from Queensland.
Don't insult me while I'm talking, love. And since I took over, I've been proud to sell me milk to Coles, the only supermarket committed to a 100% fair go for Aussie farmers.
That's not true at all. We have extensive evidence that Coles forces dairy farmers to pay unreasonable rebates.
Man, I'm a simple man with a heart of gold in a complicated land. I don't know anything about rebates, or evidence, or unconscionable conduct.
I didn't say anything about unconscionable conduct.
Now, you can try and confuse me with your city lingo, but I speak for the outback and the millions of 100% Aussies that live there when I say that trying to interfere with how Coles does business will be a 100% blow to 100% Aussie farmers.
You do realise that almost 100% of Australians live in metropolitan areas?
Man, metropolitan is just a fancy, not true blue word for outback.
It literally means the opposite of outback.
Well, I can't sit here and chew the fat all day. Someone's got to 100% milk those 100% Aussie others. Remember to 100% support Coles to support 100% dairy farmers.
That was 100% weird. Music again?
Hi there! I couldn't help but overhear you talking about the great deals available for Aussie mums at Coles.
We were actually talking about all the
As an Aussie mum balancing a family of 3 children and a husband who can barely put on deodorant without a ludicrous amount of struggle.
I'm a man. What is this?
It's important I know how to balance the family budget. Luckily for me, with all the great deals out there on milk for Aussie mums, I can always rest easy on a pillow of savings.
I bought this milk from Coles' competitors. It cost $300.
And that's why Aussie mums have to be trusted with the shopping.
Good on you, Mum.
And thanks, Coles, for all the great deals out there available for Aussie mums. Thanks, Coles.
Am I having a stroke?
Did I hear someone talking about the great deals on Coles' fresh Aussie produce?
No, we were talking about all the people getting screwed over here for fresh Aussie produce.
Well, that's a shame, with Christmas just around the corner.
August!
That's only 153 sleeps away.
I would get like 153 sleeps right now.
Well, I'll just be going then.
Oh, Mrs. Riley, thank you for waiting. I've just been busy donating millions of dollars on behalf of Coles for hover jet skis flown by lifesavers.
Oh, really? Could I see a receipt?
No.
Oh, look, never mind. You can throw all the 100% Aussie babies and dairy mums you want at me. The ACCC is going to see Coles back in the courtroom, come hell or high water, and we're going to get a fair settlement out of you.
Look, that sounds very reasonable. And I just want to say that on behalf of Coles, Wait, you hear that music? John, it's a talking Pavlova! Hello, I'm Pavlova Dundee, the talking Pavlova, and I'd just like to thank Carl for making me so affordable and delicious to all the 100% Aussie families looking for 100% Aussie dessert. Can I eat them?
Only when you've had your vegetables.
Everyone bumps against them every time.
Regulatory effectiveness, down and staying down.
Hello, Mr. Flynn. I'm Marie, and I'm here for a discussed interview for a position with your firm.
Yeah, g'day, Marie. Have a seat there. Stay a while away. There you go, yeah. I'm not going to lie. We don't get much law student attention for this position. But could you tell me why you applied?
Law students must think outside the box and consider employment beyond the legal sector, such as big business, banks, consulting, international organizations, and the policy sector, where legal education and skills are welcomed and useful.
Okay, yeah. Could you tell me how you applied those skills to this position?
Well, my legal education has given me a strong theoretical grounding in how to talk to clients.
Oh, it's client Big Sam. He doesn't talk much now.
Well, my legal education has given me strong written and oral communication skills.
Big Sam won't usually communicate with you.
But my legal education...
Mostly he'll just... Yeah, that sort of sound.
My legal education...
Marie, you seem like a lovely young lady, but I've got to be blunt here. Has your legal education given you any experience remotely connected to the masturbation of turtles?
I have a law degree. They said I could do anything.
Well, I'm sorry. You're not the candidate we're looking for right now at the National Zoo and Aquarium. But if you ever get any experience under your belt, feel free to give me a call. I find it's best to start with cats and then work your way up from there. Alright? Alright, so I've got some kangaroos that need massaging, so see you later.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And that's why, without any further hesitation, I'd like to nominate Alan Jones as the next Speaker and Governor General of Australia. Any questions?
Do you got why?
No taking the Lord's name in vain. Thanks, Rob.
Mr. Abbott, do you have any comments on what the Treasurer will unveil in his speech to follow yours today?
Something that's responsible and fair, of course.
Mr. Abbott, in your 2015 budget, you've repeatedly stated that the budget emergency is over. Yet, how is this possible when so many of the savings measures proposed in 2014 are still stuck in the Senate?
The thing with that is...
Could it be that the 2015 budget was designed merely to boost the government's cripplingly low results in the nationwide opinion polls?
Citizen, ISIS is the greatest threat to human decency. Citizen Keating, and...
The question wasn't about ISIS.
And that's all the time I have for questions today. Thank you. The Treasurer will be delivering his speech shortly. All right, Joe, I've walked them up for you. Now, get out there and remember the plan.
Oh, yeah. We wait until the moment Malcolm is exactly as popular as you, and then we go into his office and put "I love the ABC" banners all over.
Wrong plan. This is the press club plan. Now, get out there and stick to the speech. And if you get any questions, say that only we can restore economic growth, and it's all Labor's fault. And Joe, absolutely nothing else.
You got it, Tone?
Now remember, Joe, I love you like a son. So if you stuff up even a little bit, you'll be out of the little party faster than a sense of morality. Get out there and make me proud.
I just want to start by reminding you all of the Liberal Party's proud tradition of refusing to sell uranium to children under the age of 18 has ensured that this year's fiscal output was sold to China, along with the future of Australia's growth and prosperity. I will now take questions on the subject of please don't forget the milk on the way home, love, Melissa.
What?
Only we can restore economic growth.
Mr. Hockey, are you feeling all right?
It was all Labor's fault.
What is?
Only we can restore economic growth.
Mr. Hockey, what do you mean by it's all Labor's fault?
It was all Labor's fault.
Yeah, could you be a little more specific?
No.
Could you explain?
Only we can restore economic growth. It's just here. Come on, Joe. Got to get it back. Time to use the old hockey charm. Now, these are all perfectly valid questions. You're just forgetting one important thing. Look at us. Poorer than a beggar. All that dirty spending from the past. You know all that damage caused by Labour?
Yeah, but...
That's right. Our surplus all but gone now. The coalition knew this day was coming. We already knew what had to go. Soon, but not yet, but soon just bent. Hockey knows best. Hockey knows best. That's why I'm the treasurer. I'm the one who saved the day. Hockey knows best. Troubles looming large. Time to listen up or pay. Rescission! That's great! Taxes, no profits for the mind. The Greens, yes! Workers won't pay. Here come the Russians, but fear not, child. There is an answer. Hockey knows best. Hockey's got a plan. Now just do as I demand. Stop the cutting! Stop the cutting! Hockey knows best. Hockey knows best. You don't need a doctor. I'm sure that lump will go away. You want to buy a house? Already have a car? Get it done with better pay. Dog budgets everywhere, sitting on their couches. All they do is leech you dry. And let's not forget those many white students we can't all get free degrees here. Hockey understands. Hockey's here to help you. All I ask is just one thing.
What, Mr. Hockey?
Don't ever question government policy again.
I think there's a job at News Corp I can take.
Stop! Mr. Hockey, this is ridiculous. You can't dismantle key social protocols and sing and dance your way out of it.
That's the tax! That's the tax! That's the tax! That's the tax! That's the tax!
Well, Joe, I didn't think you still had it in you.
Tony, it's easy when you've got such a good boss.
Don't forget it, you'll regret it. Liberals
know best.
once a week. It'll be so much easier when the house inspection comes around. And, you know, if we're going to get along as a house, it's really nice to have a clean place, but that really requires a combined effort. You know, we all have to contribute. And look, meeting. I just need to get it out there. We're all thinking it. I think we know what I'm talking about, and I think we know who I'm talking about. Look, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. Kevin, you really need to get your shit together.
Hello, Mrs. Shorten.
Oh, hello, Bill. How was your day?
Well, it was a bit strange, to be honest. Tony Burke forgot to put my questions on the sheet, and Bronwyn Bishop kept asking me what I was doing in Kevin Rudd's chair.
You'll do better tomorrow, dear.
I did well today, dear. If you turn on the radio, you'll hear my political flair at its peak.
And in fact, Madam Speaker, the Prime Minister's attempt to distance himself from this fiasco is much like a man who is attempting to push a boulder up a hill. And yet, that man is unaware he has a ball and chain attached to his ankle. And he tries to run away from the boulder, but unaware of the aforementioned ball and chain.
Oh, Bill, that was tremendously witty. Oh, God, are you having a stroke?
No, I'm laughing.
But there's no sound, Bill.
I'm trying not to offend anyone by having a personality.
Well, about that, Bill, we've all been thinking that, it might be a bit better for your Royal Commission if, you get over your nerves a bit and...
I'm not nervous, Chloe. I've prepared some zingers that will have them rolling in the aisles. Tony Abbott is more like Tony has forgotten Abbott, the millions of ordinary Australians he's meant to be representing.
Bill, you do know that it is a Royal Commission. Are you laughing again?
Yes.
Bill, we have been thinking that it's going to be better if you are a bit more inspiring. A very nice man came by today and said he'd like to help. Come in, Mr. Jones.
That's right, it's me, Tony Jones. Bill, I'm here to help make you a star, like me, Tony Jones. Star of Late Line and Q&A. Bill, right now Australia sees you as nothing more than an empty sack of slogans, who can only stand for anything thanks to the large amounts of starch in his shirt.
That's not true at all. I passionately believe in many things, like gravity.
Great. We just need to get that passion into your voice. Now, you'll never speak with the buttery suave of, say, me. Tony Jones. Star of ABC's Late. Then who is Tony Abbott to stand in our way?
That was exciting. I don't like excitement.
Oh, Mr. Jones, that was excellent.
It was, wasn't it? Let me try the economy.
I have some thoughts on that.
No, you don't. The debts of today cannot be paid with the wages of tomorrow, and a house with a top story 5 times larger than the foundation is doomed to rubble. We must act against the storm of downturn united.
Well, you didn't say any singers about Tony Abbott. Tony Abbott is like a speedboat playing the piano. Only the piano represents big business and isn't really a piano.
Mr. Jones, there's a caucus meeting tonight and there hasn't been a leadership spill in a week.
Mrs. Shorten, you're trying to seduce me. And succeeding.
Should I come too?
Oh, no, Bill, it's a special caucus meeting just for the boring people in the party.
Oh, that's certainly not me.
I know, dear. You stay here and count your spoon collection.
Oh, good. I love my spoon collection. Did you know that in medieval times, spoons were given as baptism gifts in wealthy circles? And News Poll wonders why I'm popular.
the legal sector, such as big business, banks, consulting, international organizations, and the policy sector, where legal education and skills are welcomed and useful.
Right. So have you ever flown before?
Oh, I flew to an ALSA law conference in Brisbane once.
Great, really?
Yeah, the mineral water was really disappointing.
What?
And the stewardess was so rude. She kept telling me there was no caviar on the plane. I told her members of the ANU LSS deserve better.
Marie, what I mean is, have you ever piloted before?
Oh, of course. I piloted a conference which explored whether the LSS would benefit from a deeper connection between a NUSA and a College of Law. The answer was maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, that's just me. Listen to me very carefully, Marie. What I mean is, have you ever flown an aircraft from one airport to the other?
I have a law degree with honors. They said I could do anything.
No, people will die.
Mineral water.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Hello! You're speaking to ISIS headquarters. Allah Akbar! This is Manil speaking.
Hi, Manhill. My name is Amir. Long-time Death Cult member, first-time caller.
Ah, it's a pleasure, Amir. What can I do for you?
Manhill, I'm a father.
Oh, congratulations.
And I love the movies. And I want to be able to show my son films that instill true ISIS values in him.
Ah, that's wonderful, Amir, and very easy. As you probably know, it's one of the top priorities in establishing the new order to have a thriving film industry. You should check out our official remake of The Lion King, Hakuna Matata.
Can you feel the fear tonight?
Yes. But there are plenty of Western films that are fine just the way they are. For example, a friend the other day was telling me about the film Pineapple Express. Apparently, it's about two wisecracking Westerners who get stoned.
That sounds like a fitting punishment.
Yes.
Manhill, I also have a daughter, and for her I'm more interested in films or TV that can teach her that her only function in society is to cook and clean and satisfy the sexual desires of her man.
Ah, well, that's very easy. You should just watch any episode of 2.5 Men.
Very good. Sorry, I think I'm going to have to go. I think there's a Shiite in my backyard.
Oh, my God! Another Charlie Hebdo!
I know. Don't make me get my scimitar.
Dad, that's my boyfriend!
No.
Thanks for calling. Hello, you're speaking to ISIS headquarters. Allah Akbar, this is Manihil speaking.
Hi, yeah, I'm on the ISIS homepage and I'm trying to find my invoice.
Yes. Well, hello, madam. Unfortunately, we are not in a position to issue ISIS invoices to your kind. However, if your husband would like reimbursement, he can just visit our friendly customer service center in Mosul.
So can I claim Mosul on my HEX invoice?
Hex! Oh, ma'am, are you by any chance a student at the Australian National University?
Yeah.
Ma'am, this is Islamic State.
Yeah, so I clicked on
Ah, sweet Sydney Siege! Ma'am, this is a terrorist organization, not ANU tech support. What makes you think that I would want to help you with your silly computer problem, you stupid Westerner?
Yeah, so I'm on a Mac. Does that change it?
Aha!
how did you find us?
I've used my metadata powers.
Your what?
Well, it's the power to not the power to go into the portal, but the power to go behind the portal and in the back of the portal, and you can through this mission win this hurdle.
Wait, so how did you find us?
This government does not comment on operational matters.
All right. So what do you want?
I actually need your help enrolling in ANU's remedial constitutional law program. You see, Fairfax finds out I graduated with a Bachelor of Theatre Studies. I'm finished.
You know, in ISIS, if journalists ever gives us a hard time, we just shoot them out of a cannon to Madagascar! You know, the way Muhammad instructed.
And it's certainly showing about crap. Every time she interviews me, she just calls me Curious George. Gives me bananas. Bananas make me fat and unattractive.
Senator Brandis, do you ever feel like your country has lost sight of the traditional values that once made it great?
All the time.
And are you growing weary of the growing power and confidence of women in society?
Oh, bless you, you've been reading my blog.
Yes, yes. And at the end of the day, it's about picking the parts of the sacred text, the Constitution that work for you, right?
Absolutely, you've got to go with your gut in these things.
Oh, Senator Brandis, how fantastic we have a place for you right here. Oh. Yes, just put those on, yes.
Hello, welcome to ISIS headquarters. ANU Law, this is George. Please bear in mind this conversation may be recorded for metadata purposes.
Well, maybe next time. 50 points to the University of Canberra. And now our next question is, what is mediation? Mediation, as used in law, is a form of alternative dispute resolution.
I actually practice mediation every Tuesday before yoga. I find it really chills me out, gets me in the mood.
Right. Well, another brilliant answer, 50 points to UC. And now our third and final question for tonight. What are the three essential elements of a statement of claim? Case fact, law and its application, and a summary.
Their address, a bibliography, and their university ID.
Simply excellent. Oh, and it looks like the judges are just collating the scores now, and the winner is... Congratulations, Amy! You've won a job.
Perfect. All right. So I think we need a bit of salt. Oh, actually, could you get just get some salt? Thank you. Thank you. And some more pepper would make this a really good meal as well. Okay.
I've got the deal.
Oh, he's got the deal. Great. I'm just back off just a little bit. We could.
I'm sorry, cooks. This broth is spoiled!
anything else you'd like to say in support of your application?
Law students must think outside the box and consider employment beyond the legal sector, such as big business, banks, and
Oh, I see. You're one of those. Well, let's quickly go over this one more time. You've never actually had a paid job in your life?
Of course not. I'm from Mossman.
Okay. And you've never been part of any organised social movement before?
Oh, of course I have. I go to law ball every year. It's YOLO.
Does that mean you enjoy this law ball?
Obviously, it's YOLO.
Alright, YOLOing aside, when was the last time you made a meaningful contribution to someone else's life?
Well, sometimes when I'm at Macca's and I've been drinking, I put 5 cents in one of those charity tub things.
You consider that meaningful?
Of course. If poor people wanted to be rich, their daddy should have worked harder.
One last question, Marie. Do you have any goals in life beyond personal advancement?
I have a law degree.
Yes, you do, Marie. Yes, you do. Welcome to the Liberal Party.
Thank you!
Hi, I'm Sally. I just finished my political science degree. I'm just so excited to explore a political party that'll let me keep working with some classically liberal ideas.
Oh, no. The Liberal Party does not need any more people who know what the word liberal means. Goodbye.
Hello, darkness, my friend. I've come to talk with you.
Please hold now for an announcement about the budget.
We lost it. All of the money, we put it somewhere and we don't know where we left it. Peter.
Peter. Joe, I've been thinking about the situation with the speaker, and it's a Gron lose. Do you get it? It's an 8 Gron win.
Stay there.
Don't have to be so incredulous.
Under the pressure of not letting those go through.
Christopher, I've let my hair down. I just lost my job. You can call me Bronwyn. Who's that?
It's Tony. I think I'm in trouble. He wants to see me in his office tomorrow morning. I think it's because I said debt and deficit disaster 39 times in my last speech instead of the required 50. I tried my best, but it was my father's eulogy, for God's sake.
And members of Parliament, I've even heard someone talking up a Christopher Pine, Bronwyn Bishop dream team. Mind you, it was Christopher Pine.
Oh, Bronwyn, why is everyone in Parliament so negative? I'm a fixer. I want to fix things. But everyone just wants to bring one another down.
Rise above it, Christopher.
Oh, you're so right, Bronwyn. But I can't help but think that things would be a lot different if you and I were running the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
SBS's normally scheduled Friday night presentation, French Vaginas of the 19th Century. So we can bring you the following special program. Welcome to the Liberal Party Cabinet Room meeting of the 45th Australian Parliament, where the nation's finest minds come together to bring you the thoughtful legislation that's wowing the nation. The bipartisan political artisan, Christopher the Fixer Pine! With the speaker who's not afraid to listen, Bronwyn Bishop! Everybody's favourite very treasurer, Joe Poppy! And next a special guest, Green Cabinet Minister, Kylie Minogue! And now the first item on the agenda, the GST. The left thing should contain an exemption for tampons. The right thing, the GST should only apply to full groups. And remember, whoever wins the dance-off wins the debate and gets to write the law. And it looks like there's almost reached a decision. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a decision. The left have it. The GST will contain an exemption for tampons.
Let's have a breather, take 5, and I think if we're lucky, Bronwyn here is going to read us a poem about parliamentary entitlements.
P is for political compromise. A is for austerity measures. R is for...
Bronwyn, we've got to go. There's a wedding in Queanbeyan.
Oh, go to church!
What does the R stand for? Resignation?
Wanna go to the pub? Sure if that's a cold shit in a dead cat. Rowdy like a frog in a sock. Going off like a bride's nightie.
Shit me, collar. Strive and a nun's nasty.
I'm feeling like a bastard on Father's Day.
I'm hotter than a whore in Hobart.
I'm sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage.
Oh, crack off, here comes Robbo.
Oh, fuck, he's welcome as a fart in a phone box.
Pork chop in a synagogue.
He's on his rocking or shit.
He's useless as tips on a book.
Face like a diseased rice bubble.
anyone can stand.
We are not here to fuck spiders.
Piece of piss.
Nearly a decade ago, a man's dream became a reality in a form never seen before. Coombs Stadium, an arena designed to give birth to new forms of lecturing that could be regarded as true art. To realize his dream, he recruited 3 of the greatest lecturers from the ANU College of Law, each specializing in a different branch of legal lecturing. And he named them the Iron Lecturers. And now, the man himself, Chairman Hitachi! Good evening!
Really, have I felt such passion roar in my chest? Tonight's challenger holds not only the prized Order of Australia medal, but is also the reigning Silver Fox Canvas for 8 consecutive years. Now let's bring it on! Lecturer of Law, Justice and Ethics, Simon Rice!
Lawyers, justice!
Welcome to Coombs Stadium.
Thank you.
And now, let's bring on the pride of the ANU College of Law, the Iron Lecturers!
Now appearing in Coombs Stadium are the 3 intellectual colossi of legal lecturing prowess. I lecture crime, Mark Knowles. I lecture property, Heather Roberts. And I lecture admission of law, Leighton McDonald. Who will the challenger select?
I lecturer Nolan. Fuck, no one ever picks old white.
I lecturer Nolan is regarded as the first lecturer to bring the ruthlessness of the courtroom into the lecturing hall. Renowned for breaking students to provoking questions and devastating understanding of the law. Currently on a 12-lecture winning streak.
And for tonight's battle, the secret topic is access to justice for economically disadvantaged criminal defendants!
I'm very eager to get started. Yes, this is a very fertile area for lecture. Teresa, yes, I'm also Iron Lecturer Nolan. What do you think of the secret topic? He replied to me that it is a subject which runs great passion in him. Oh, that is very encouraging to hear. Do you have any idea of what he may intend to be the central thesis of his lecture? He's looking at many books written by John Rawls on the validity of the procedural fairness system. Iron Lecturer Nolan is known for reducing such theses to degree Cs. Teresa, yes? I've asked Iron Lecturer Nolan what his planned thesis is. He suggested I be sad while he was striping one of his textbooks. This may be an indication of stress on the part of the Iron Lecturer. Yes, there is much pressure with confronting a hold of the Order of the Australia medal. Teresa, yes? I can confirm that the Iron Lecturer has met his lecturers in pencil. Perhaps he's fearful of the power of ink. Teresa, yes? The challenger is eating an apple. I would interpret that as a display of confidence from the challenger. Oh, this is very exciting. I'm also very excited.
Both lecturers have crafted lectures of great intellectual depth, conceptual challenge, and finely written font. And now, it's time to present these lectures to the students!
On tonight's panel of judges is Louise, winner of 6 ANU law courses, married, a Noosa representative, and Greg, a Daily Road resident. First up is the lecturer, Challenger Rice.
This is a truly heroic piece of lecturing. The argumentative structure is infused with a spiced array of citation from leading non-government activists. I perhaps would have liked to have seen a little more argumentative balance, making it a bit less confronting on the palate, but overall, an excellent thesis. Social justice is such an important issue and one that I care passionately about. So vote for the Fling and Noosa ticket to stop the cuts to your education.
Is there going to be an exam on this? And
inspiring. I have not seen such properly integrated work for quite some time now. I care passionately about social justice, which is such an important issue, so to stop the cuts to your education, vote for Fling and listen to you.
I can't breathe.
If HLA Hart stood on the golden floors of Coombe Stadium tonight, what would he say of the battle we have just witnessed? What would he say?
He'd say Fling is the right ticket for you if you want to stop the cuts to your education. Social justice is just such an important...
And now, the verdict!
And now we come to it. As Calendar Ice toppled the Iron Lecturer, or will the legendary winning streak continue? Who wins it? Which scholar takes top dollar?
The winner is Iron Lecturer! It's not called Calendar Lecturer, alright?
As you can tell, we've had a lot of applicants for the position of gorilla. So, if you take a seat, please tell us why you want to be our gorilla.
Well, the job really appeals to me. I mean, the offer of a breakfast, lunch and a dinner allowance, I mean, it's too good to refuse, but I really feel as if I've got the necessary skills and experience required for the position. I mean, as you can see, I'm a gorilla, so I feel like that's a real plus.
Yes. You seem perfect for the position.
Well, I don't let this define me. I mean, I have a number of hobbies. I mean, I really like bananas, mating is quite fun, and picking through heifer knits.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I won't elaborate on our employee benefits, but let's just say we don't treat our employees like chicks.
Yes, your experience and qualifications make you seem like the perfect candidate. I guess there's just one small technicality. Can you start Monday?
Oh, Monday. You see, I promised my current zookeeper I'd stay around for about a week or so. I mean, I could start in a fortnight.
We really need someone to start on Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't budge.
That is extremely disappointing. I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out.
Look, I'll give you a call if anything changes.
No,
but...
feel free to do that. Next.
Well, this looks extremely promising. Excuse me, are you here for the gorilla position?
Can you start Monday?
Fantastic!
Yeah.
You're hired.
Look here, I don't care what you're saying about your ethics. No, well, real dinosaurs don't fall down, now do they? Oh, look, if it makes you feel better, we'll hire Sam Neill and Chris Pratt to keep an eye on things. Oh, no, not Jeff Goldblum. Goodbye now. Amateurs.
Hey, Clive.
Sorry, do I know you?
Hi, it's me.
Ah, yes! You're here about those missing Chinese workers. Look here! What happens in my mind stays in my mind. So, yes?
It's me. I'm D.O. Wang. I'm the last remaining Palmer United Party senator.
Oh, yeah. How was the floor today?
Clive, it's going terribly. Every time I go in there, Jan, Glenn, and Black Jackie, they just stare at me. The Greens keep blocking the doorway, and I can't even block the men's bathroom doorway.
Look, it doesn't matter. I said on the radio this morning that we should let dogs operate heavy machinery in Queensland. That's bound to get some airtime.
But it hasn't, Clive. Not even MC Townsville picked it up. Ever since last election, we're just not relevant anymore. We're going to get annihilated in the next election. What are you doing?
Look here. I don't know who told you that you should give up on crazy, reckless ideas just when they start to go wrong. That's not the Party United way. No, you know what? If we're going to win that next election, it's time to get into shape.
But Clive, we have no members, we have no policies, we have no campaign staff.
No, but I'll tell you what we do have. The eye of the tiger. Oh yeah. I feel good about tonight. Shut up. Yeah, come on. Come here. Did he get you? Election Day 2013. On what the day I landed in Fairfax. I went to distance and I got me a seat. Just a man who has lots of cash.
But then things went pretty bad. We lost the balance of power.
No, what are you talking about? 2016 is a shining new day. We don't need policy to survive. We're the Party United. We're a party of trolls. We're just here to screw with Tony Abbott. We've come way too far to quit gracefully now. So we'll protest every city. Off like power. On the streets, facing the press, I'm buying clothes for my workers. Walking out when Sarah Ferguson asked about all my Chinese debts. We're the Party United, we'll overhaul Queensland. We're better at opposing the Labor. We've heard of things which will go away, like his wife is a spy. You can't power.
Where are you going? Clive!
I'm ready. I'm still here. I'm still here.
You know me.
There you go. It's done. You having a good night, yeah? Oh, just give me 5. Come on. Just punch me down, don't you? Sorry. Get in there. Get in there.
Good?
Oh.
It's a homicide.
Rising up. Straight through the polls. Fighting hard, winning seats back. Newman's gone, but the Liberals remain. And with Jeff gone, I need a hobby. We're the Party United, locking every chain. And that's all, things still pretty clean. We are the parties that have brought us aboard. Our party will perfect them all. Party United. My audience
Previously on the zany adventures of Cardinal Judge
Pell!
Hello.
Your Eminence! There's been widespread allegations of child sex abuse in the Australian Catholic Church.
Oh.
This week on the zany adventures of the Cardinal Judge
Pell!
Hello.
Your Eminence, we've just found $5 billion in a hidden Vatican account.
Oh.
Next week on the zany adventures of Cardinal Judge
Pell!
Hello.
Your Eminence, the media have reports of your lavish spending.
Oh.
Pell.
interrupts tonight's Law Revue to bring you our 1975 documentary, McTiernan, A Legacy of Justice. Justice, longevity, occasional incomprehensibleness. These are the things that Australians think of when they turn their minds to the High Court. And no one embodies these characteristics more than Australia's longest-serving High Court judge, Edward McTiernan. At 83 years of age, and after 45 years on the bench, McTiernan has set a record in jurisdictional excellence that is unlikely to be broken. Tonight, we celebrate this legacy.
Chief Justice Barwick, what kind of difference does it make having the experience of Justice McTiernan on your bench?
Well, it certainly keeps things interesting.
I now call this meeting of the Jedi Council to order.
For God's sake, not again.
I respectfully remind my brother Justice for the 9th time we are not the Jedi Council.
I've had enough of y'all in Mason.
From a young age, McTiernan knew he was destined for a life of legal wisdom.
Justice McTiernan, what to you is the essence of being a judge?
I think that the most important thing about being a judge is the free crepes they give you on Sunday morning. They're soft, easily digestible.
Is there anything else, or?
When I was a boy,
yes,
my father ate a lot of capsicum, and
More than any other judge in history, McTiernan commands the respect of his peers on the bench.
We've got to do something about bloody McTiernan. I am tired of finding him asleep in my office at all hours.
He keeps stealing all of my judgments. And calling me Dixon. Dickerson.
Oh, terribly mature, Chief Justice.
All right, well, if there's no constitutional requirement for a justice of the High Court to retire, unless he quits on his own or falls into the lake, there's nothing I can do.
That's absurd. What happens if he ends up sitting alone on a critical constitutional question? Oh, where is he now, anyway?
That cover. What? I told him that there was a cricket in there, okay? Cricket? He hates crickets.
oh, you think you're so clever, eh, Cricket? Bet you think you made a right fool of old McTiernan, eh? Well, McTiernan's got a few tricks for you, yes, sir!
Fair enough, then.
Ascending to the bench in 1930, McTiernan is the last of a dying breed. The politician judge. His experience in federal parliament has given him an invaluable perspective on the prickly questions of the law.
Justice McTiernan, in your opinion, what has been the most significant case of your career?
Significant case of beer? Oh, young lady, there's no beer on the bench of the High Court.
No, sir, I said... Sorry?
The bench is made of wood, not beer.
No, sir.
From the Australian Communist Party to the proud Boilermakers Society, there is little part of Australian life that hasn't been touched by McTiernan's judicial scrutiny. Even when he's not on the case, his brother justices know he'll always be a sage ear to turn to.
The difference between those members of the court that comprise the majority and those who do not is that, subject to the operation of the Act, we do not agree with the judgment to be drawn from the precedents at hand in terms of the operation of the Act.
Are we doing court today? Just about the communists again.
You're not sitting today, Justice McTiernan.
McTiernan is always sitting, especially after prunes. Now shove off. You lot don't know how to talk to communists.
Not any communists. Why are you in your pajamas?
I've had enough of your lip, Mason.
Ask anyone of the legal profession and they'll tell you a justice of Justice McTiernan's calibre just doesn't come around every day. And with no mandatory retirement age for judges, we'll be seeing more of his wisdom for years to come.
Dear God, we need a mandatory retirement age.
Barwick.
What?
I need pants.
You're wearing pants.
I soiled them.
National Library of Australia, we say Vale Justice Victinen. The Australian High Court will never see your like again.
What?
I think you'll find there is no possible way my client could have committed this armed robbery because he has no arms!
Well, I am stumped. I agree. Seems perfectly harmless to me. Case dismissed.
Is this the 7 p.m. tutorial for Australian public schools?
Yes, it is, although now it's 10 past.
So though, there was a death in the family.
Okay, well, welcome to APL. We're just going to jump straight in. Who wants to read out the problem question? No one? Alright, well, I'll take from that you've all read through the problem question, so we'll just jump straight in. What's the first step? Okay, what's the head of power? How about you? Hang on. Yep. Head of power? Right. Head of power. How about you?
Oh, I got same.
I have a question. How many of you are only in this tutorial because you slept through the 6 a.m. tube sign up on Friday? You guys, look, if you don't want to be here, you might as well leave. Did you forget to lower your hand, or do you have a question?
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering, are these tutorials compulsory or not? I didn't quite catch it in the lecture or read it in the course study guide. Possibly because I didn't go to the lecture or read it in the course study guide.
The lectures aren't compulsory. There are no tutorial participation marks. However, they are very useful classes and they will help you in your journey, and it would be really great if you Thank God one of you cares.
Huh? Sorry, I wasn't listening. What was everyone talking about?
There's no tutorial participation mark.
Oh, that's fine. I just needed somewhere warm to answer my emails. You can go if you want.
Look at my ATAR, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my resume's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the perfect fit for a law degree?
How can I salvage this low C average? How can I use this summary to my advantage? ANU Law makes me think that I can't do anything.
I'll need post-its and highlighters aplenty. I'll do readings in full detail. Attend lectures.
What? All 20? What you need is a those students that are, what's that word again? Compulsory.
Ready to work, different for me. Not gonna be as drunk and lazy, getting HDs. I'm going to be part of that world.
What would I give if I could submit this take-home exam late? What would I pay for an extra day to study for court?
I've got it all planned.
You don't understand that they don't care about your future. Out of reading, ever be pleading at their command. I'm ready to go where the graduates go. It's been 7 years and I'm getting nowhere.
What's a court and what they? What's the word? Adjourn?
When's it my turn? I just feel stuck.
How do books cost this fucking much?
Time to be free.
I'm scared to be part of that
Abbott's Nightmare, Tony Nightingale, Knights of Dangerous Territory for the PM. Peter, you said they were going to stop making fun of me.
I know, Tony, I know. It'll all blow over.
It's been 6 months and they're still snickering about it. I brought back knighthoods to restore honour to this country, to sally forth and defend Australian values against the hordes of the East.
China.
Mordor.
There weren't even knights in Lord of the Rings.
Gondor had knights. They're only in the books. The Knights of Dol off got written out.
Look, never mind. If you want to turn the polls around, we're going to have to make some drastic policy changes. We can't get bogged down in all of this honours business. Now, are you ready to be a proper Prime Minister?
Yes, Peter.
Good. Then firstly...
Good Sir Tony, greetings. It is I, Edward III, King of England.
Peter, it's Gandalf!
Good Sir Tony, stay your doubt, for I have sojourned across the storms of time to rally your spirits in your hour of need. You must stay the course and restore knighthoods to your lands. Come, let me show you what the power of chivalry can do for a people.
Knights, come on, Peter, let's go.
Tony, we can't just go back in time. We have to prepare the budget.
How can you be thinking about money at a time like this? I just know that knighthoods can fix all the problems facing Australia today. Wait, Gandalf! What news of Gilead?
Time travel.
Behold the joys of a land of knights.
Look, Peter, it's midday and they're drinking beer.
Ale.
Ale.
It stinks in here.
It's the smell of chivalry, Peter.
It's the smell of shit.
Come, let us feast. Bring forth the food, Sir Locke.
Yes, of course. Stop whipping me. Oh, no talking in front of the king. Look, Peter, knights get to bully the vulnerable and take their stuff. That's exactly the sort of thinking Australia needs right now. Students wouldn't be protesting if I had knights to flog them.
Knights don't do that anymore.
As we feast, so let us be amused. Bring forth the jousters.
Wow, knights get all the best weapons, and then they get to go off and kill whoever they want.
Tony, knights just can't invade things.
Who wouldn't laugh at me if I had knights?
Sir Tony, you seem distracted. Are you ready to take your paramour into your bed?
Oh no, she's not my wife.
Oh, it matters not. A brave and true knight may take whatever maiden excites his heart.
Oh, really? Well, my heart is excited, then I'll tell you what is my sense of duty. To
Or just cast stones and hatred at foreigners and immigrants?
No, I get to do that at home anyway. Wow, Peter, what an adventure. Call the Honours Council and tell them to make every member of my cabinet a knot. From now on, they'll call Canberra Abbott's Landing, or Minas Abbott. Which Abbott?
Hi, I'd like to call about that vacancy in Malcolm Turnbull's office.
And find me someone who can play the lute.
On the 20th of August, 1940, Leon Trotsky was attacked in his home in Mexico by an undercover NKVD agent with a mountaineer's ice pick. This is a dramatic recreation.
The year is 1940, and I, Leon Trotsky, the last true supporter of communism, have been exiled to Mexico, narrowly escaping Stalin's assassins. But I shall persevere, and the proletariat will rise. Comrade Jacques.
Comrade Trotsky. I thought you might be sleeping, much as innocent baby sleep. I will come back later when you are not so aware.
Comrade, what is that you have behind back?
Oh, this is just a regular old, non-threatening ice pick.
Comrade, we are in Mexico. There is no ice here. This is foolish purchase, comrade. This is why we cannot have free enterprise. It's glorious commune, only ice picks where ice picks needed.
What is this? Why does Senor Jack have an ice pick?
Oh, can't the man carry around an ice pick? Is this a crime?
It's just a bit suspicious. An ice pick in Mexico?
Oh, come on, what kind of world do we live in? Where a man can't carry around an ice pick and not have his commitment to dictatorship of working class questioned.
Why do you have it?
Oh, I don't know. It reminds me of the frozen plain in Mother Russia.
But you're from Belgium.
Comrade, we are bickering like animals. Farm animals. Animals on a farm. Jacques has clearly come to me with important news. Jose, Paulo, wait a sec. Jacques, dictate this. Just that the workers should dictate the decisions of the state. Not like Stalin and his bureaucratic socialism. There must be common revolution to establish proletarian internationalism. The revolution must grow. It must snowball. Snowball, yes. I, Trotsky, shall lead a new revolution in the Soviet Republic to create a vanguard party of the working class.
That was the last time we four friends were together. Jose was sent to Russian Gulag, where he learned that in Russian Gulag, orange is not new black. Paulo moved to Tucson, Arizona. He was happy for a while, but soon his passion for shellfish consumed him. Now he wanders the streets, turning tricks for crustacea. And Jacques? Let's just say Jacques finally found his snow in Mexico. Snow means cocaine. And me? I died of my wounds that night. Or did I?
Well, looks like the tables have turned.
accused of murder. Murder most foul.
My client pleads not guilty due to provocation.
You'll have to pass the reasonable man test. Dave! Now, Dave, you're a reasonable man.
Yes.
The question is, what would you have done in the position of the defendant?
I guess I wouldn't have killed those children.
But they needed me bird bath.
That's true, I guess. It was too much stabbing them like that, too much.
Well, Mr. Jeffries, having failed the reasonable man test, I find you guilty.
Damn it, so close.
10 years seems reasonable, don't you think, Dave?
Yes, I'm not really qualified for that.
Yeah, excellent. 10 years it is. Thank you for your time.
ANU students are butts. Thanks, Ian. Everybody